Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to take a look at another beer. Tonight, I'm taking a look at one from Uinta. This is their lime Pilsner. Uinta Brewing is, of course, out of Salt Lake City, Utah. So this is a lager with natural lime flavors. Pretty neat looking cover on the can there with the guy standing up, paddle surfing or whatever you call it there with his dog looking on. And this comes in with an ABV on here of 5.3%. And then you can kind of see all the details on the can itself. They highlight that there. It might be coming in with the glare on the camera here, but 5.3% ABV, 15 IBU, and it talks about crafted by Uinta Brewing Company, Salt Lake City, Utah. And it gives you a nice little bar on there. It talks about limited hops. You know, it's got a little bit more for the malt body. They're kind of telling you it's already kind of a light type color. They tell you it goes well anywhere. So they try to put some details on the can for you there. And Uinta, I do like their beers for the most part. Very little beers, I think, from Uinta that I have not really enjoyed. So looking forward to see what this one offers. Let's get it open and get it into a glass and take a look at it. Get a nice little hiss on the pour there from the can. Take a look, and I'll sit it down here so you can see it, or maybe over here. But it's got that nice light color to it, a very strong yellow. I think you can see some of that carbonation streaming up to the head, which is a white head, but it's dissipating very quickly. And I'll pull it back here. You can kind of see the head breaking down. Came out about 1.5 fingers, and it's already back to just under a finger. Really breaking down without any delay in that regard. Get a light behind it. Has a nice lively carbonation. You can see everything just racing right to that head a lot easier. Does have a little bit of a chill haze on there. Cannot see clear to the other side. It has a little bit of a murkiness, but it has a nice illumination to it as well. As far as the aroma, definitely get that lime coming out. And it's almost reminiscent of what you would get when you add the lime to, say, like a Corona in that regard, or some of the other beers that you have for the Mexican style type lagers. Obviously, in a lot of Mexican restaurants, some of the Dos Equis type things along those lines. You add that lime in there, you're getting that come out of here rather easily, not having to add the actual fruit. It's already in here. Comes out without any hard problem at all. Nice, easy sniff, and you really pick up that presence. Has that nice little citrusy feel that you would get with the lime to it in the nose. So it really has some nice notes that come out of the glass. As far as the taste, you get a nice souring type effect in the mouth, as if you were kind of biting into a lime. Flavor is definitely present there, a nice prominence of the flavor. You do get a little bit of a throat scratching on the back of the throat, on the swallow, on the finish. Up front, not as much on the initial taste. Goes down rather easily on the back end. Carbonation, like I said, it is lively as you saw there, but not overly carbonated at all really in the taste. It does have that thinness to it like you get with a lot of the Mexican style lagers. It's leaving a nice amount of duration of that lime in the mouth as well. So you're definitely picking that out for a good period of time. It almost has a little bit of a feel, not just from the lime, but as if you have a little bit of a saltiness there as well. They did a pretty good job, it seems, of adding that flavor into what they were going for with this beer. So if I was like on a beach, or if I was in a Mexican restaurant, this would definitely be something that wouldn't be bad to have in your hand out there enjoying that kind of weather, just like you do with some of the other beach type beers or Mexican beers. Body is pretty light on it. Sits there on the tongue very nicely. Astringency is in there as well. You do get that kind of sensation there. A little bit of a pucker in action. But as far as everything that they're going for with this one, they pretty much hit it on the head. You do get a little bit of a refreshing quality in there as well. They're hitting everything on that mark for what you would expect to get in a lime type Pilsner. So I myself, not usually one to fruit the glass as much. But with this one, you don't have to do that. You can just put it right in your glass, and the fruit's already in there. As far as the taste goes and the aroma, I do feel a little bit of that carbonation now starting to mount up a little bit in the chest. So I'm starting to feel a little bit of bubble in there from a lot lively activity taking place. But a decent little beer. If you like lagers, if you're like a fan of like say Coronas and you were thinking about getting into craft beer, this will be a nice one to maybe make that switch for you. If you like Bud Lime, this could be something that might be a good opportunity to switch over to. But all in all, pretty pleasant. So again, this is the Uinta Lime Pilsner. If you like a little bit of that natural lime flavor, a little bit of a lime in your beer, then definitely one worth checking out. Again, Uinta does some pretty good things out of Salt Lake City, and not a bad one to try at all. But thanks again for swinging by to check out another video. You can check below to see my rating on this one. And I look forward to catching you guys next time. As always, keep drinking those good craft beers. And remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers.